Start of the 2018 regular season today. 2 exhibitions, a long off season under the belt. Give me the state of the team coming into this first match of the year.
It's pretty exciting. I think we got a pretty good group coming in. Compared to the last couple of years that I've been here, we got a lot of people to prove wrong, especially looking at our record the last 2 years. But I think everyone here is they know that we got a lot to prove wrong, and everyone's here kind of excited. And right now it seems like everyone really wants to win, and we just got to keep that feeling going on throughout the whole season.
New team, a lot of new personnel. Tell me what the practices have been like and what the energy has been like with this group.
Oh, yeah, like I said, compared to the last couple of years that I've been here, it's a whole new environment. Everyone wants to fight. Everyone wants to win. We got guys chipping at each other at practice and stuff like that, which is always good to have. Obviously, you don't want people to hurt each other and stuff, but it's really good to see the fight that we got in everyone. And, it'll just show in games when we need people to come off the bench or if we need different people to start games. It's just awesome to have guys that always want to fight, always want to win. They're always in it.
You guys are far from shy from time on the pitch, and a lot of that is because you took that foreign trip out to Denmark. Just off the field, tell me, what was that experience like getting to bond with your teammates in a foreign country?
Oh, it was awesome. We stayed in a little hostel, and it was kind of really tight, close together, and so everyone got to hang out with each other all the time. We're always around each other. Got some good food. We got to walk around Copenhagen and stuff. Copenhagen is one of the craziest cities I've ever been to. There's so much stuff to do. There's so many people around. And on top of that, it was in a World Cup year when Denmark's in the World Cup, too. So, we got to go to a viewing party then when they played Croatia, and it was just crazy. People throwing beer everywhere. Everyone's going crazy. It was awesome. I loved it.
So a fun time to be able to experience the World Cup, and you guys had a busy schedule, got a couple of matches in on your own. What were some of the differences that you'll see from, say, a team over in Europe and an NCAA team?
Yeah, it was good. We got to play a lot of high-level pro teams, and it's I would say the main difference is the start of the games, because the start of the games here, you got people flying at each other and stuff like that, and really athletic guys starting the game, kind of just going after it right from the start. In Denmark, I noticed that a lot of the really good pro teams, they like to just get a hold of the game at the very beginning, not necessarily run after you and press you like crazy, but they would just like to get on the ball, really calm, most of them, and just kind of pinging around the pitch. And it was good to see that, because obviously a lot of us want to move on to that level when they're older, especially maybe in Denmark as well. And so it was good to get a little handle of that, see how other teams play, and like you said, it was a good experience too for our preseason.
Talking with Broncos senior netminder Dakota Havlick, and we were chatting just before we started the interview about what you called one of the most fun tournaments you've ever been a part of, the Northern Ireland Milk Cup. Take me back to your youth days and what the experience was like out there.
Yeah, so I got to go to Northern Ireland 3 times when I was all in high school. Yeah, so we got to play all teams from all over the world. It's the biggest youth tournament in the world. I think it still is today. And so, yeah, teams from all over the world. We got to play teams like Manchester United. Played some guys that still play for Man United now, like Andres Pereira and Marcus Rashford. It's amazing to play against those guys. They're so good running around us on the pitch. But yeah, we got to play some pro academies from Brazil, played Cruz Azul from Mexico, and then, all those Irish teams. It's a crazy environment to play from, because you got everyone from the whole county that you're playing at the games yelling at you, giving you stuff. But it was just awesome, the environment. I loved it.
Sticking with that and kind of your youth days and coming up in soccer, I think there's probably a moment for every player where you carve out what your role is going to be on a team or what position you will play going forward. You remember kind of the sequence that led up to you ultimately being a goalkeeper?
It was actually when I was a little kid, I used to play forward because my mom wanted me to score goals and stuff. So I loved playing forward. I loved scoring goals. I think I was pretty good at it. And then one day we actually had a kid get hurt, and they wanted to see who could play goalkeeper and stuff. And I said, I'll do it, just because it seemed fun to jump around and run around. And also, you didn't have to run on the field. So that was a big steering point towards goalkeeper. But yeah, I got to play goalkeeper for like one game, and it was really young, but I had a really good game, I had a couple good saves, and I just thought it was so awesome that I could just stand around, make some big saves, and everyone gets hyped up when you make a good save. And I still think that's one of the best parts about being a goalkeeper, because I get really hyped up about my teammates just clearing the ball or making a good tackle and stuff. And always when you make a good save, it feels like you scored a goal. So I love it.
It's one of those positions in sports that's psychologically fascinating, and I always love asking goalkeepers about what do you think it takes mentally to be strong in between the pipes?
Yeah, you got to realize that everyone's going to make mistakes. When you're farther up the pitch, if you make a mistake, it's maybe not as detrimental as when you make a mistake as a goalkeeper. So when you make those mistakes, you got to just realize that you're human, and you got to move on to the next one. You got to really have a short-term memory as a goalkeeper.
Santa Clara Bronco goalkeeper Dakota Havlick. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
More of the halftime show.